Hey guys, this is Camilio and welcome to the Retro Gaming Junction, live on Twitch every day at 8 PM Eastern Time. Well, almost every day. Usually take the Saturday off. We're continuing our game of Gabriel Knight. And essentially we need to enlist his help. Yeah, but before that we will take a look at Mrs. Kazunu. We need something here.
The excitement of seeing you is killing me.
That doesn't...
Yeah, I need this here. Oop.
I'll take this hair gel. You never know when you'll need a touch-up. I'm out of here. Try not to sell out the store while I'm gone.
Good luck.
Save it as this, but also as Casual. Is that it? Okay, let's just knock the door right now.
Yes? Who is it?
Magazine subscription for sale. I'm writing an article. Let's go with the article.
Hi, I'm doing an article on voodoo, and I heard that you...
I am a good Catholic young man. Take your evil influence elsewhere.
But I just have a few questions.
I can feel the evil eye. Go away.
Yeah. Let's try the magazine
Yes.
subscription.
I have some fine magazine.
I'm sorry, but I'm...
Oh,
I've got some great pet supplies. Coochie coo little doggy.
Castro has everything he needs. Don't you, Castro?
Thanks a lot, Castro.
man, sure.
Land shark.
You are no Bill Murray.
Please let me talk to you, Madame Kazunu.
Please.
I don't talk to strangers, young man.
Boom. Okay, so what we have to do here
This is...
is dress as a priest.
All right.
There you go. There's one other thing I need to do. It won't even give me the option of being a priest, I think.
The things I do for my art.
There you go. Look at him.
There's not much.
Him from the front, but yeah. Oh, we'll see a big a zoom in of his face later. Yeah.
Yes? Who is it?
It's Father McLaughlin to see you.
Father McLaughlin, you say? You must be new in the parish. I'm so pleased to meet you, Father. Do come in.
Thank you, my child.
Please be seated, Father.
Thank you.
Now, what can I do for you?
Stop.
It's so nice of you to invite me in.
Ah, but no, mon père. I am always happy to see one of the good fathers.
Do you find the weather to your liking?
It's terribly humid. I only go out in the morning and evening.
Have you been attending Mass regularly, my child?
Oh, yes, Father. I attend Mass every morning. Many don't these days, you know.
You are dedicated, madame. It's so...
Ah, but no.
Madame seems to like candles. Gabriel wonders if these two are specialties of Mr. Walker's shop. Madame's parlor is full of carefully dusted the painting. A small table holds a lamp. The tea service has been polished recently. There's an old-fashioned Madame Carson who looks fragile and pale under a thick layer of face powder. If Gabriel is not mistaken, she's a slice short of a loaf.
I guess.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions, my child?
Of course not, mon père.
Look at him. Let's start with yourself.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? I am Creole. My family has been in New Orleans for over 200 years. Real New Orleanians are French, you see. These days the city is overrun with people with no heritage at all. No offense, father, but it's true. But the French, naturellement, will always be the true blood of New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Check it out. I am the ultimate badass. State of the badass art. You do not want to fuck with me.
Thanks for the host. Hey, level 1. How are you doing?
Tell me about yourself.
Share about
Well, father,
yourself.
I don't know what else to say.
That's the worst, like, Irish accent. Oh my god.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
People think I'm just a foolish old woman, but I know the things they do. My family's been in New Orleans since 1750, so I know more than most. Voodoo people are all over this city, in the shops, everywhere. They'll curse you like that, and most people don't even notice. Spit on your bread at the bakery. Take strands of your hair at the store when you try on the clothes. You have to be so careful. But I know their ways, so I can protect myself. I know how to use the magic too, and I can counteract their evil spells.
Knight is no, he's not English. Essentially, he's part German, part New Orleans, but he has a thick New Orleans accent. But he's played by Tim Curry, so you see the power of the the layers of Tim Curry here, who is an Englishman who's playing New Orleans with a thick accent, who's playing an Irish priest.
Tell me more about voodoo in New Orleans.
It's just plain evil. It's dangerous to even discuss it.
Oh,
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Voodoo murders? Ha! They are nothing new to me, father. They happen all the time. I hardly go out anymore. It's too dangerous in the streets. They can get you anywhere, you know. Even here in this room. But I try not to let them know about me. That's the best way.
What do you know?
Shh.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
The only true New Orleanians are of French origin, you know. My family were among the original settlers of New Orleans. They came here from France. The Creole society used to be so gay in New Orleans. Now it barely hangs on by its fingernails.
New Orleans. New Orleans. I can't even do a bad French accent. New Orleans in French is Nouvelle-Orléans.
What can you tell me about?
You know, I can stroll the streets of the French Quarter and see in my mind's eye the way it used to be. It was wonderful in the old days.
What can you?
New Orleans isn't what it used to be, I can tell you. There's too few of the real people left.
The real people. Am I a real people? Am I a real person? Am I real?
What can you?
New Orleans isn't what it...
What can you?
New Orleans isn't...
Yeah.
Do you know anything about?
Snakes! They're evil creatures. Did you know that evil people can send them into your dreams? They can. That's why I never sleep.
Right, thanks.
Never sleep. She never sleeps. That explains much.
What can you tell me about St.
Snakes.
John's Eve?
St. John's Eve? Mais oui! I used to love the St. John's Eve Mass at Sandwick Cathedral. Of course, it is also a night of great wickedness, worse than All Hallows Eve. They will corrupt anything, Father.
They? They who?
Oh, you know.
You know.
Do you know anything about...
It would be bad luck.
What can you tell?
New Orleans isn't what it...
What?
I don't think I should say any more about...
Let's go with the Cabri San.
Do you have any idea what Cabri Sans Corps means?
Mais oui, I know. I bet you do not, Father, n'est-ce pas?
Nishpa. Means goat without horns. It means don't need the chili. I need to say this.
It means don't eat the chili.
Huh. Shows how much.
Do you know anything about Marie
We'll
Laveau?
come back to that.
Oh, her? I could tell you about her. Voodoo Queen. Ah! My great-grandmother was an acolyte of Marie Laveau. She knew the truth about her.
Tell me
Come
more
on, come on.
about Marie Laveau.
Continue.
No, I won't say anything
Oh.
more. Not to you, Father. I'm sure you mean well, but you are an outsider.
Oh, I need to answer that Cabri San Corps thing, so we'll continue.
Do you know anything about...
No, Father.
Oh,
Do you know any...
No, Father.
Do you know...
Oh, yes, Father. It is the wickedest kind. The kind they practice here in New Orleans.
well, we are investigating murders, but well, kind of. We're not a real. You'll understand.
Tell me more.
I already told you.
Have you ever heard of a Schattenjäger?
No, Father.
Right now, Gabriel Knight, his character, just knows about a couple of stuff, so he's just investigating for his book right now, but it'll all change pretty soon.
Tell
We
me.
did that. So we have to answer a thing about the Cabri San Corps. Let's go with I know what it means. Do you?
I wasn't born yesterday, Father. I won't tell you what it means if you don't already know.
No.
About...
Well,
It means goat without horns.
Father, you surprise me. You do know what it means. You know what they mean by goat without horns, don't you? A human being? That's right. Slit your throat, cut out your heart. Pure evil murder.
And you can't answer her without having the answer. So you don't even have the choice to answer like goat without horns. Of course, if you didn't talk to that university guy. So now we can talk about human sacrifices. But I think it unlocks a couple of things like the Marie Laveau thing.
Tell me...
It's...
Spend evil.
What?
I don't... Do not continue to tease me, Father. You...
Okay. Marie
Tell me
Laveau.
more about Marie...
She was only a front for the real evildoers, Father. And that's the truth about Marie Laveau.
Tell me...
She was only...
Do you
No,
Do you...
No.
Tell me...
I already told you.
Do you know anything about human sacrifice here in New Orleans?
Well, my great-grandmother could tell stories. She saw it. People say that sort of thing wasn't done in New Orleans. But the real voodoo queens did it. Oh, yes.
Can you tell...
What is there to...
Real voodoo.
Who were the real voodoo queens?
Well, my great-grandmother told me that Laveau was just a front. a flamboyant decoy. She distracted authorities from the real voodoo queen of New Orleans. It's been the same one for almost 200 years. She's head of a secret voodoo en fort. That's what they call their temples, you know. It's so secret, most of the voodoo people in the city don't even know about it. The real voodoo queen controlled Lavaux, gave her a little bit of power, and used her like a puppet.
Is there anything else you remember?
Well, my great-grandmother said that the real voodoo queen was the most beautiful woman on earth. She had the most incredible copper-colored skin.
Is there anything else?
Well, they are all brides of Satan. Other than that, I can't think of anything.
Oh, I love you.
Tell me more about this secret voodoo home tour.
Well, I've never seen it. I wouldn't go near it if you paid me. But it's here in Orleans, I guarantee it. I hear the drums at night, oh yes.
Oh, yes.
That's why I am so ill. I tell you, those drums. But we shouldn't talk about it. They'll hear us. It's the devil's work that happens there. I can tell you. I'll show you something. Something secret. You mustn't tell anyone, Father.
I swear on my collar.
Ugh.
Here it is, mon père. A true object of evil if there ever was one.
It radiates something, all right.
It belonged to my great-grandmother. She told my mother that it was a token to gain entrance to the real voodoo ceremonies.
You don't say.
To tell you the truth, I always felt nervous about having it in the house. You know, evil influence and all.
Oh, I can see how you would, yes.
And yet, I could never part with it. It's been in the family for generations. Would you bless it for me, Father? I feel strange asking such a thing of you, but surely you understand.
Bless this bracelet of a snake, even though its vibes aren't great. Let it do nobody harm when they wear it on their arm. Voodoo spirits, go away. Don't come back another day. And now, let us pray.
Oh my god, you're so bad. So we need this. We need this. we need this, but we can't just pick it up. So yeah,
It's a bracelet.
can't do anything for now.
I think that's enough, Father.
Oh, right. Here you go.
We need to get into those ceremonies. That's the objective.
Do you mind if I ask you a few...
If
So there's this, the voodoo unfold.
Tell me more.
I told you,
Oh no, she talked about it. Oh, snake bracelet.
Can I...
all right,
Ah, yeah, she shows me again. Okay.
here's the...
Bless this... Let it...
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh,
Here you go. Bye. We're gone.
well, madame, I must be
Madame.
gone.
Of course, Father. I know how busy you must be tending your flock.
Oh, I just passed through the wall! I am playing this through SCUMMVM and I can see that it's not perfect, but it works fine. It's very stable. Nah, mostly. Yeah, I don't need to... I'll just say it on Canadian.
I'm not going back on the street looking like this.
Okay. So, in order to do something with that, we need to help that guy, like I said, at the Napoleon house. And I think this is, like, difficult to connect the dots. You'll just buy the thing without exactly knowing.
Hi.
But
Uh-huh.
here it says...
The sign say, Special Saint Jean Eve, Lagnappe, free bottle of lover come back to me oil, or master gambling oil, with every purchase over $50.
Lagniappe. My French is lousy, but everyone in New Orleans knows what that means. A little something extra.
A little something extra. So...
Can I have...
what about the voodoo?
Can you tell me anything about it?
There's no such thing.
Have you... Man...
What's your language?
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
Man, I don't...
It's Hattenjäger. I need new lanyard. What the fuck is that? No, lagniappe. Willie Jr.
Are you still interested in selling that crocodile mask?
Or you show me $100 and the mask is yours.
I so happen to have $100 on me right now. 100 bucks.
$100 in cash. That's the most money Gabriel had in his pockets in 2 years. The money says, "In God we trust."
Oh, yes.
I have $100. You still want to sell that crocodile mask?
That's $100, sure enough. The
That's
mask
$100.
is yours, sir. Here you go. Careful it don't bite you now.
Yeah, thanks.
Don't you go forgetting your lagniappe. A
Lagniappe.
free bottle of Master Gambling Oil.
The sign said I could get Lady Luck oil instead.
Well, I wasn't thinking a man as young as you would be needing that kind of remedying. But if you're having problems with your...
Oh, that's all right. Believe me, I don't need it. I'll just stick with this. Thanks, anyway.
Of course, it ain't none of my business if you do need it.
I don't need it.
Of course you don't.
So I guess even Gabriel doesn't know that he needs it. He wanted the love potion, but yeah, I didn't even talk about it. But it says
The
like
signs-
the master gambler.
Lanya.
That's what we want. But if we have this will be important. Because like I said, essentially, Gabriel's not gonna say it, but he wants to get into... I think it should have said it somewhere. He should have talked about it to maybe Grace or something. No, he can't do that. Because Grace would have been like, no, you can't do it. But yeah, he could... I don't know. Some way to tell the player that he really wants to get into a ceremony. So this will help us get into a ceremony. And we need the bracelet also. And we'll need another thing. But first, we need to know where they are also. That's the point of these future days. That and try to get more into contact with Malia Getty. Yeah, we have the thing. Is this? Yes, okay. Bye bye. Okay. And we know that this guy is into voodoo stuff, so it makes sense. Give that guy the oil.
Got a second, Sam? It's about your game.
It's what you
I don't have a game. That's my problem. Don't you touch those chess pieces while I'm gone, you bastard.
I never needed a cheat yet, you loser.
Thought
I
you
miss
might be
Grace.
interested
She'll
in
be
this
back.
gambling oil.
Let me see that. Master Gambling Oil. What's it for?
It's a powerful voodoo. You ever wondered why Marcus wins every time? Might make a good salad dressing.
This is a powerful voodoo oil.
Ah, go on. Really?
Ever wonder why Marcus wins?
Don't you ever wonder why Marcus wins every time?
Marcus? Using voodoo? That old bastard.
Pitiful, isn't it?
Let me see that bottle. Oh, this looks authentic.
Oh, it is.
If I could really beat that bastard. Stonewall, give me a Pim's cup, would you?
Coming up, Sam.
How much you think I'd put in here?
Careful, you don't want to overdo it. Too much luck can be dangerous.
What? There's no such thing as too much. Now stand back.
Come on already. I'm ready to checkmate.
We'll see about that, Mr. Schmutty Big Mouth. Checkmate! Checkmate, you bastard!
Son of a bitch.
20 years I've been waiting to say that.
20
Checkmate,
years.
checkmate, checkmate!
You
That's
are
a
the
bad
biggest
player.
butthead Sam Singleton that I ever met.
Checkmate!
20 years, can you believe this? Every day for 20
Aaron,
years.
you split this chessboard where the sun don't shine.
Hallelujah, I did it! Yippee!
Nice game.
Nice game. Hell, I was brilliant! Of course, I gotta give some of the credit to that oil of yours. I've been losing to that guy for 20 years. If you ever need a favor, you come to Sam, you hear?
Will do.
Sam is a...
Oh yeah, we oh, can we talk about it to him?
So, how do you feel?
Couldn't be better.
So,
Okay. So there's really no hint that this guy will be able to make a bracelet. That's essentially what we need to do. Like, what? Make a bracelet? We're gonna make a bracelet? Yeah, we're gonna replicate that bracelet. Here we need to pick up. If you look at this,
the
it
banks
says,
of Lake
talks about clay.
Gabriel. The bank.
Is that clay? Yuck.
So you can believe that I had a lump of clay in my pocket since day one in this game, because I pick up everything and I look at everything when I play a point and click adventure game. So I didn't know what to do with that clay until I saw that bracelet and I was like, what the F? Like I said, after the mime thing, I didn't get stuck until we'll get there. But each time I would solve a puzzle, I was like, wow, this game is so well thought of. That, like, it's not Monkey Island, it's not Space Quest, and I was a big fan of Space Quest back then. Well, a big fan. I played Space Quest 3 and 4, I think, before this. Bracelet.
It would be better.
Yes.
No, whoops.
Wrong
I
hat.
forgot my outfit. Give me a second. Let's put this
The
on.
things I... Alright.
Yes.
It's Father McLaughlin.
Yes.
McLaughlin.
Please.
Thank you.
Now.
Okay, now we talk to you.
Do you mind?
If.
Let's look at that snake bracelet again.
Here's the bracelet, Father.
Bless this bracelet of a snake. Let it
Blah, blah,
and
blah, blah, blah.
Madame. Gabriel has a thought about the clay.
bless, oh bless this circlet of silver. Take the curse, oh take it, Wilbur.
A lovely blessing, mon père.
Yes, I think it made a lasting impression. Here you go.
Here you go.
I feel so much better now.
And bye-bye.
Well, madame,
Of course, Father. I know how busy you must be tending your flock.
Oh, again with the passing through the wall. That's weird.
I'm not going back on.
Anyway, it's better than other timing issues that I could have with the DOSBox. I recently read that they had problem with this game because they converted this from like SCI, like one version of their engine to another, and they passed I think like 6 months or something on bugs. It's like. I think this will be the end of the day. Day 3 and right? This is day 3. I think so.
Can I ask?
Look, I'd be glad to help you.
No, he doesn't want to. So you have to give him this. How you figure that out? I don't know.
Could you do anything with this?
What is this? A clay mold?
I
Well,
am a jeweler.
I am a
Maybe
jeweler,
this
you
guy
know.
talked about it.
And I owe you one. Would you like me to cast this for you?
If you can.
You got it, pal. Actually, it'll be a pleasure to get my tools out. First time in years. I've been too busy playing that goddamn game. I'll have the bracelet tomorrow. Meet me here.
Great, thanks.
Okay. Yeah, let's save here. Open the door and that should be it, I think.
It's getting late. Gabriel decides to go home for the dinner.
Excuse me. I'm going inside.
Oh, excuse me, I'm afraid St. George's is closed for the day.
I'm not a customer. I'm here to see the owner.
Why don't you just leave your name and number with me, and I'll tell him you stopped by.
Listen, if Gabriel is here, he'll want to see me. Is he here?
Really couldn't say for certain, but in the morning...
Gracie, say goodnight.
Ugh.
You came. I didn't think you would.
I didn't think I would either.
Your eyes. Oh, I could show you around a little. It's not much, but...
Please, don't. I couldn't focus on much of anything right now.
Yeah, I know. God, what is it about you?
Just shut up and kiss me.
I spoke to one who smelled of death. He gave to me his ears, and crosses that were marked were made into a veil of tears. She's not talking. She usually has plenty to say. Who's that guy in the window?
You're not speaking to me this morning?
Don't be silly. I just have nothing to say.
Did you find out anything about that pattern I gave you?
Yeah, I did find something. I checked the microfiche at the public library. I found an article about a murder in 1810. The newspaper published a part of a pattern found around the body. It looks damn close.
You're incredible. All that work.
Forget it.
Have it your way.
Okay, save. Take 4.
Have you noticed this guy outside the shop?
Yeah. He gives me the creeps. I wish he'd go away.
Times-Picayune, dated June 21st, 1993. Gabriel's eye is immediately drawn to an article about the voodoo murders. He scans it quickly.
I don't believe this. They've closed the case.
What case?
The voodoo murders case. The paper says that the police have learned that the murders were the result of an underworld cartel war, and that the war is over.
That's not good.
It's ridiculous. What about the killers? And the voodoo angle, they never got anything on that.
I know you were into it, Gabriel. But if it's over, that's hardly a negative. Anyway, if you're that upset, why don't you talk it over with your pal Mosley?
You don't get it, Grace. Just forget it, okay?
Gabriel decides to check his horoscope, despite his disgust. Death walks close to you today. Resist temptation, lest his eye fall on you too.
Peachy.
Like, I should note every one of the horoscope days, because the first one is kind of dark. It's like you're gonna have a bad day, but each day is worse than the next. Now it said like
Gabriel skips the voodoo murders article. What a farce.
What a farce.
And rereads.
Yeah, the horoscope says
walks close
death
to
walks
you
close
today.
to you today.
Resist temptation, lest his eye fall on you too.
Peach.
Listen, eyes falls on you too. Is it this guy? Okay, so let's talk to Grace. She's pissed, but she's gonna be
Got
okay.
a minute, Grace?
What's up?
She already forgot about it. Messages.
Do you have messages for me?
Nope.
No messages.
Have you ever heard?
No.
I don't think so. It's German.
No, but it has a nice ring, doesn't it? Schottenjäger. Nope.
It does have a nice ring.
Do you know anything about?
In New Orleans?
I think so.
No, I don't. But it sounds dangerous. You're not gonna try to find this voodoo group yourself, are you?
Would I do that?
I guess it says it right there. Would I do that? No. Request
Sure.
research? I don't think so. That's it for you. So she gave us a couple of things. Get this.
It's a newspaper. The newspaper clipping describes a ritualistic murder in Congo Square. It includes a rough sketch of a pattern found around the body. The sketch is very similar to the reconstructed VV.
Whoa. This thing here. Can we do
Those
this?
two are...
No. I remember that the 320 by 240 original version, or DOS version, whatever. Like these icons were a little bit different, and this one was more detailed. You could see, I can't give you. You could see something like, can you imagine like something like this but bigger? And there was a corner here that you could see something like this. It essentially looked like another murder with the circle behind it. That's the letter.
The letter is written in... It was sent from a place called Schloss Ritter. In the letter is addressed to mein Sohn. One of the only thing that Gabriel can decipher about the letter is a sense of urgency.
Okay. I don't think there's anything to do here right now. Just say over this and we're off.
I'm going in.
Don't hurry back on my account.
go. Let's go get that bracelet.
Sam, my man.
Hey there, it's you. I got that bracelet for you.
This will be a short day.
This piece was a real toughie. For some reason, the metal just wasn't setting. I must be out of practice.
Well, it looks good to me. Thanks, Sam.
No problem. By the way, I'm heading out of town tonight.
Yeah, where to?
Marcus used to tell me that if I ever beat him at chess, he'd take me around the world.
The old bastard has enough money stuffed in his mattress to cover the federal deficit, and he hates spending a penny of it. I'm gonna enjoy watching him scream through every mile.
Sounds like fun. Good luck.
Are you kidding? Luck is my middle name.
Okay, we now have this.
Sam's replica.
Let's go to the Voodoo Museum.
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
Yeah, this will be a very short day.
Could I ask?
I think. There's not much to do here.
Have you?
I believe I already...
Doesn't like that.
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo hound fool?
Don't be ridiculous, Mr. Knight. The voodoo churches in the city have no need for secrecy.
Let's go where I know there's gonna be. Oh, first of all,
Thanks a lot. Bye now.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna talk to Mr. Mosley and be pissed about the fact that they closed the case.
Hey, mostly.
Yeah. Knight, I hate to tell you this, but you're out of a book. The Voodoo Murders case has been closed.
I had a feeling you were going to say that, son of a bitch.
Oh, that's in case you didn't read the papers, because you don't have to read the papers. Can we say something?
You been feeling okay lately? You look like hell.
Me? You know, I can't sleep at night, what with thinking about the case and thinking about Annie.
I can relate. Can I ask you about
your...
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo hound fool?
Oh, come on. Someone's pulling your leg, Knight.
Are you sure?
There's nothing secret about voodoo in New Orleans. There's a museum, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, but that's the stuff they want you to see.
You're getting mighty paranoid, Knight.
What can you...
I told you, don't...
It's all fake.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
The case is closed. There's nothing more to discuss.
Case closed.
Do you...
Animal masks.
I don't think so.
Never ran...
Do you know any...
I told you.
Do you know...
Black voodoo?
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
Well, not...
What's the status on the voodoo murders case?
The case? What case? I told you. The voodoo murders case is closed.
How can you just close it? It's not solved, is it?
Oh, it's solved. Turns out the Chicago Mafia was trying to invade local territory, using Mississippi for drug running now that Florida's so hot. What we had here was a little resistance from local businessmen. Word came in this morning that the Chicago group is giving up and pulling out of New Orleans.
But that doesn't bring the killers to justice.
Well, the boys upstairs seem to figure it this way. Let the slime kill each other. Better the vermin we know than the Chicago vermin, I guess. The attitude in the department is that we've just been done a huge favor. They're probably right.
What about the local cartel? Are you just gonna let them go?
At least they're part of us. We'll deal with them over time, always have. New Orleans is pretty clean that way, you know.
Well, that's the illusion, isn't it?
Look, I'm not totally in agreement here either, but what can I do? These guys are not about to get caught. I'm disappointed about the book, too. Next big murder case I get, I'll call you in and we'll do that one up right, okay? In fact, I could probably dig up some old cases and you could spice them up.
No, thanks.
And that wasn't even a reopened case, that was a case
What's
status.
this? How can I convince...
Look, the department's not interested.
So? Couldn't you make them interested?
With what? I've got 7 bodies and still no leads. The voodoo angle's worthless. And besides, these people aren't hurting anybody but out-of-town drug dealers and hitmen.
The voodoo stuff is not worthless. It's the key to the whole thing. And these people are dangerous. They need to be stopped.
Okay. You want me to reopen this case? Prove what you just said.
What do you mean?
You need to prove there's a legitimate voodoo cult in New Orleans. Prove that they're a threat. Get me a lead on the cult.
So we need these 3 things to end the day, I think, to continue with the game.
How can
I...
There's a couple of things I can do right now.
This is...
Just with the reconstructed Veve here.
You know those marks you found around the murder victims? This is a reconstruction of the whole pattern.
What makes you think this is an accurate reconstruction?
Well, I borrowed the partial patterns from your police file and did my own tracing of the pattern at Lake Pontchartrain. An architectural artist reconstructed it for me from the partials.
Really? So this is the whole pattern, huh? Well, that's pretty good work, Knight. But that doesn't prove that this pattern is really connected to voodoo.
No, it doesn't. But look at this pattern.
This is a newspaper clipping about a murder committed in 1810. That murder is an exact match of the voodoo murders, right down to the marks around the bodies.
This does sound like the same M.O. 1810?
1810. They killed then, they're killing now. Isn't that proof that they're likely to kill again? That they are a threat?
Sure. If there is a voodoo cult, they're a threat.
Okay, so he still wants us to convince him there's a voodoo cult here. I don't think I would.
I have that.
Good.
I wouldn't.
I would show it to us, so he shows it to everybody. So, maybe this.
I have this snake bracelet. It's a replica of one used in secret voodoo ceremonies a few decades ago.
I think it's just for fun. Yeah, it's not.
Really? What makes you think so?
I got it from an old Creole lady whose grandmother was an acolyte of Marie Laveau.
Gabriel. We get these little old ladies in here all the time. That bracelet is probably not genuine, and it wouldn't prove anything if it were.
It's not genuine. Okay.
The suit.
The suit doesn't open. Guess the suit doesn't open.
I'll let you get back.
Okay, we'll go get that, go see that university guy, maybe he found some stuff on there. Oh, let's go see Maria Kelly. I don't think we can enter the house, but we'll try. We'll try.
Miss Geddy is unavailable, Mr. Knight.
Mr. Knight. Why doesn't he like me?
Mr. Knight, you're back. Oh, goody.
Goody goody. You're not happy to see me? Come on.
Mind if I pick your brain?
Not if it...
Human sacrifice.
Tell me more.
I wouldn't dwell on...
No? Okay.
Have you?
I'm afraid I... Only that if it's been...
Do you know anything?
Secret voodoo?
New Orleans?
Well, I don't know anything about a secret hound for in New Orleans. But if you find something along those lines, let me know.
Oh, okay.
I'll see.
Oh, do.
Okay, I know what I have to do. Remember that crash guy that they interrogated? That we interrogated? By we, I mean Mosley. Oh, I thought it was. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah. He's not here. You kind of have to make him come here. He's right there. Ooh, point and click adventure. Hey, Donnie. Ooh. I can just imagine like that. Homer. Ooh. It's going good. Oh yeah, this. I remember there was a cutscene. There wasn't a cutscene when she danced. But let's try to just talk to her.
You're back. You know, you really freaked me out running off like that. Yoo-hoo! Anybody home?
Stay away from Margagetti, or you shall pay with your life.
Okay.
What the hell is going on?
That's the point. I just got a point. Yeah, so Crash is there. There's no way I can talk to him.
Hey, Crash, wait up!
Crash only looks scared and keeps walking.
Yeah, he doesn't like me. he won't talk to me. We'll have to find a way to let's talk to this guy. You.
Hello. What can I do for you?
What the heck are beignets anyway?
What the heck are beignets anyway? Deep-fried sweet dough with powdered sugar on top. New Orleans donuts, sir.
What happened to the guy who used to be here?
What happened to the guy who used to be here?
The lucky dog guy? I took over his spot.
Aww.
Oh, you're the boss.
Okay, so what's here? Yeah. Bye-bye. That's Crash. It doesn't look good. I have to go here. That's kind of weird, but oh, nothing. Oh.
That's Crash. What the hell is he up to with that drummer?
That's it. Now he's in the church. Oh, I want to check something. Bartender.
What can you tell me about your
This crowd? The one just, in other words.
What can you tell me about...
See those old guys at the chess table, Sam? The one with the purple jacket? It's not that he's a bad player. By the way, Sam, the chess player, he's into that.
Really? What can you tell me...
I call you
No, it doesn't say that he's a jeweler.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I'm praying. Leave me alone.
I need to talk to you.
ask you some questions.
No way, man. I'm too sick. Let's go away.
Come on. I have to know what you know about these voodoo people.
You don't know nothing about nothing, man. You're so far out of it, you wouldn't understand anything. Just like that friend of yours, Mosley. Go away.
I'm not like Mosley. I know more than you think I do. I'll believe you.
Forget it, man. It's not worth my breath.
Come on.
I'm too sick to wait.
So I think I have to show him the bracelet. Oops.
Do you recognize this?
Where'd you get that?
Why? Do you know something about it?
Know something about it?
Look at this. Crash opens his shirt and reveals a tattoo.
It's the same snake.
It's their sign. The mark of the snake. Without it, they'll never let you get close.
The sign of the snake. Right. Your tattoo, my bracelet. Now, do you believe that I know something about these people?
You know about them, I guess.
Did you play this game, Donnie?
Will you answer some questions for me now?
We do need to get it.
Okay. Okay, I'll talk to you a little.
No. He's not looking good.
Tell me what you know about voodoo.
Look, sticks I stay away from this voodoo shit. You don't really want to know, man. Believe me. Just do yourself a favor and leave me alone.
Come on.
I told you, man. Leave me alone. Can't you see I'm dying?
I want to know about the voodoo murders.
You're on the right track. That's all I can say. I'm not gonna risk my life by talking about it, man. You're on the right track.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
Man, can't you see I'm sick? Don't bug me with stupid questions.
Do you know anything about snakes?
The eyes. Snake's eyes. Dambala.
Okay, calm down.
Do you know anything?
Okay.
What can you tell me about?
Nothing.
Do you have any idea?
I never heard of it.
Do you know anything of?
I don't know what.
Tell me what you know about a secret voodoo hanfour in New Orleans.
Oh, man. Shut up about that shit. Can't you see I'm sick? Are you trying to kill me?
Maybe.
Tell me what
I told you. I'm not gonna talk about that. Go away.
Do you know any?
No.
What do you mean? You've seen them, haven't you?
Not me. Leave me alone.
Do you know anything about Veves?
I never heard of that.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
Black voodoo? What the hell is that? Voodoo's voodoo, man.
Do you know? Have you ever?
I never heard of that.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm sick. Dying. Eating a big enchilada. What the fuck else matters?
I saw you talking to that drummer. What did you tell him?
You saw me with the drummer? Nobody's supposed to see. Shit! I blew it again. I promise you won't say nothing to no one. It'll get back to him, everything does. Promise me you won't tell anyone you saw me.
Okay, but you have to tell me everything I want to know.
Okay. Okay. I was sending a message, man. Yeah, these rotten drummers posted around the quarter. They see everything. And they report.
Report? How?
The drums, man. It's some kind of code.
Okay, that's important. We can talk about other stuff.
Now.
All I know is these people are into some weird shit. They have power. Real power. They can write your name on a piece of paper, chew it, and you end up eating some meat. Like you've been through a grinder. They know things in their heads. Things that no one ever knew about you. They know when you lie. They can smell it. They're fucking scary, man. I don't know if it's the devil or what. But it ain't no fake shit, man. It's real.
It's real, man. It's
Crash?
I told you all.
Now.
They did the murders. And that's not the only way they kill. They can get you from miles away just by saying your name.
Come on. You don't really believe that, do you?
I seen it, man. You can't cross them.
Just told us they did the murder.
What can you tell?
Man.
I'm sick. No, not snakes.
What can you?
You don't.
What?
I told.
Do you have?
I never heard.
Do you know?
I don't.
Tell me.
I already.
Have you ever heard of?
I never heard.
Do you know?
I never heard.
Now tell me about.
They wear them dancing at the rituals. They don't just wear them. They become them. They become the animals.
Stop talking nonsense.
It happens. That's all I know.
Tell me.
All right. There's this is an underground cartel in New Orleans. A voodoo cartel. They control everything that happens on the street. I mean everything, bought or sold. They have their fingers in the legit world too. Banks, foreign stuff, you name it. There's supposed to be this temple. What you said, a Hound 4. That's their headquarters. I heard people say it's underground. Somewhere in the French Quarter. I don't know where.
Have you ever been there?
No. I've never been in it. I'm a nobody. A runner. But I saw them once. Out at the lake. They became animals, man. Beasts. I remember the eyes. The eyes.
Hey, are you okay?
The eyes. The eyes of the snake.
I think I should go get a doctor. Hey, are you alright?
Someone! I need help!
The eyes of the snake. Dambala.
Oh! What snake? Crash!
Crush spasms twice more. Then you die as Gabriel wanted.
Oh, God. Oh, bastard.
Hey, Tizix. How's it going? Yeah, I love this game. This is one of my favorite games of all time. This game was awesome. It's still awesome. What are you talking about? You have the box? That's awesome. I still have a bunch of boxes, as you can maybe see behind me, or not. I don't have the box of this game because I bought this game in a collection of CDs. I have the CD only, and it's like, it's not that great. It's only a CD and a sleeve. This is
Crash
even
is
the
dead.
GOG version. But it's the
He's
GOG
not
version.
going to be very communicative.
Yeah, Brutal. Oh yeah, Crash is dead. Yeah, Phantasmagoria. Was like this or it was very different? It's a FMV game. Let's play. No, you have to. If I go out, yeah, I think I can just go out. Dead Crash. I can just go out and come back in. Like nothing's wrong. Everything's alright. Yeah, exactly. Oh, he's still alive. Well, he looks alive. Let's look at him. Boom. He's dead.
Crash's face shows signs of strangulation. His death was not a pleasant one.
Push. Yeah, tattoo.
On Crash's chest is a tattoo of
a snake. Let's use our book on the tattoo.
I guess I better copy this tattoo.
Okay, now he's gonna. I think he alerts the authorities when he goes out. Oh, this might be the end of the day, even. Because another thing I needed to do on day 4, I think, is to get that letter of the Schattenjäger.
It's getting late.
Yeah, exactly.
Gabriel decides to go home for the day.
Crash just died in front of him and goes home. Okay. I'm just gonna go sleep.
Hello?
It's me. I can't sleep.
Me neither.
Can I?
Yes. Come.
Exactly. One of the best story ever told in a video game. This and things like Torment. The road was blocked. The truth was shunned. The white flag had been waved. Reversal cost me all I had and everything I'd braved.
Are you okay, Gabriel?
Sure. Great. Why?
I'm worried about you.
If I were any better, Grace, I'd be dead. Now, what's up?
You got another package this morning. FedEx from Germany.
Fed.x. That's weird.
I was expecting that. Where is it?
Well, it kind of came open, but I salvaged the contents. There was a letter from your great-uncle Wolfgang in a journal.
The package just came open, huh? How'd you like the journal?
Someone has to look after you. You're in trouble. In case you don't know it.
Yeah, you've been reading my horoscope again, haven't you, Grace?
Just read the journal carefully, Gabriel. Please.
I got it.
St. George's books. Oh, Professor Hartridge, I'm glad you called. Did you... You did? Wait, slow down. The Aigris? Really? You think that's them? The wheel within a wheel? Ogun Badagri, huh? Well, that does sound like it. Dumbala, the snake. That's the wavy pattern at the bottom, okay. The 1791 slave revolt in Santo Domingo. Well, why would the Veve show up there? Okay. 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 Look, I'll come over as soon as I can. Okay. Relax, Professor. I'm excited too, but you're gonna give yourself a heart attack. Okay. Thanks. See you.
I wish you'd tell me what's going on. I swear you're gonna step into a hole you may never get out of.
Don't look so worried. No one knows what I'm doing. I'm perfectly safe. And I'm getting some great stuff for the book. Besides, there's something about all this. My dreams.
What about your dreams?
Nothing. I'll be careful, I promise.
Yes, you did play the remastered version. The inferior remastered version, sorry. But you should definitely play the original version. Most notably, but there's plenty of other reasons, but most notably because of the voice acting. Here you have Mark Hamill who plays Moses. Moses. Is that like... I never thought about that. Is that like some kind of little reference there? Just took a look at the remastered version and it looks pretty damn good. It looks good. It looks good. That's it. That's where it ends. It looks good, and it looks good on a still, I think, because most of the all of the characters are 3D, and the 3D isn't that great, and the animation isn't that great, and it clashes. For me, it clashes with the environment, which is like static 2D. The voices are meh. Even the music, which should have been like grandiose and much better, isn't really. It's a little better because this is definitely MIDI files, but still sounds nice when you know what you're doing with your DOS box or SCUMMVM. But like I said, this is Tim Curry. You've got Tim Curry, Mark Hamill, Michael Dorn. She's even an actress. The narrator is also an old actress, and you've got Jim Cummings, who's a notable voice actor for many Disney and like Saturday morning cartoons. Oh yeah, I'm gonna play The Beast Within eventually, but I'm gonna play this game, play a couple of other games, eventually come back to go to Beast Within, which is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, FMV game. It's just awesome. And the third game is also very good. They're very different one from another. And they all use, I think, different voice actors. Mark Hamill comes back for the third game, I'm pretty sure. Sorry. I'm a big fan of Gabriel Knight, all in all. So this guy is still there. And let's get that package.
Gabriel reads through the pages Wolfgang marked. He reads of Gunter Ritter's journey to Charleston as witch hunter, hired by the townsmen to solve a series of ritualistic murders. He reads about Gunter's meeting with a beautiful slave woman, Tetelo, and of Gunter's tormenting urges for her.
Oh, bastard.
He reads of their physical union and passion, and of Gunter's investigations into the murders. The victims were all crew members on a certain slaving expedition.
Yeah, I'll just skip this. Yeah. Instead of, and I'm even gonna reload, just in case that doesn't say exactly the same thing once you check it a second time. I'm gonna show you something. This. Boop. There you go. So this is the PDF that came in the CD version. I don't think it was on the. It might have been even in a later version, a revision, not the remastered version, but like a repackaging, even like a couple of months after, even a couple of weeks sometimes after the release. So this is pretty cool, and I had to find it on the web because the GOG version doesn't give it. You can't even download it in the extras or anything, which is kind of lame, I think. But whatever. The village elders gathered at the site of a brutal, ritualistic murder. What says thou, Mayor Crowdwell? Not again. This is the 6th. All eyes turn to a short, square man. Oh, this is 1693, so it's even before the 800s that we saw. I say devils from hell are among us. This worse than the trouble they had up north. Mother of God, protect us. Oh, maybe it would be better if you would see my cursor so you know where I am on the thing. Yeah. The grim vigil is broken by the sound of a horseman galloping approach. An oddly dressed stranger dismounts. Thou art the witch hunter? Ja, I ritter, as thou requested. This is a bad German accent. And paid well for. I am Mayor Crowdwell, and these good brothers are from the Charleston Council. I trust thy journey over the sea was uneventful. I was well protected. We saw this in the dreams. So shall we be now that thou art with us? When I was young, I had so much trouble reading and even understanding what's going on here. The witch hunter rejects further formalities, turning instead to the gory scenes spread out before him. It's not that we can see exactly what's going on. I like the style, but it's a style. This is the work of witches, if not the devil himself. I must make that determination, Her Crowdwell. Well? When the witch hunter finally answers, his voice is grim. Yeah, it is witchcraft. There can be no doubt.
I am the ultimate badass. State of the badass art. You do not want to fuck with me.
Hey, thanks for the host, Holding Gaming. The witch hunter will find the guilty one. Thank Jehovah. The sound of a delicate footfall quiets the angry man. Into their midst come one who shines like copper in the bright moonlit night. Eliza, why art thou here? A letter for the witch hunter, master. Give it to me, child. As their eyes meet, something passes between the witch hunter and the slave. Something like recognition. Dear father, I received thy missive. I know thou art angry, but my journey here was not in vain. The colonists here have stumbled upon the true evil magic, dark and old. It is unlike anything I have seen on the continent. Please write me more about thy work in Saint Dominique. There is a pattern around the bodies that recalls thy stories of those killings. I shall begin to question the local slaves. Do not fear, the talisman will protect me. I only do my best to fill thy shoes as Schattenjäger before father. As thou hast oft told me, we must prepare to sacrifice all. Your son, Gunther. At the end of a scorching summer day spent investigating, Gunther Ritter finds himself at the slave quarters of Mayor Crowdwell. The sight of a family figure is a welcome relief. I think Gunther is the father of Heinz Ritter, your grandfather. Mr. Eliza, might I trouble thee? It is very hot in thy colony. Wilt thou have some water? It is not my colony. Come inside before you fall down. So you are the famous witch hunter. That is why I'm here. Why do you do that? Why do you do that, Aunt Witches? There are things that should not be. Aye, yes, witch hunter, there are many things which should not be. Tell me about thyself, Eliza. The woman stares at her questioner, unable to fathom his interest, but when his face remains sincere, she finds herself speaking. The bitterness in her voice surprises her. What is there to tell? My real name is Tetelo. My people were strong and beautiful. My father led them prosperity until few survived the slavers. I was taken to the West Indies later when my first master died. I was bought by Crowdwell and brought me here. Is he good to thee? Good? Are you mad, witch hunter? The door bursts open, breaking the moment. Eliza, my pretty one. Here, Ritter. I did not expect to find thee still about. It is long past sunset. Gunther finds himself strangely embarrassed. I was just leaving. Good night, Mayor. The next day, Gunther follows a lead to the Crow's Nest, a seaman's tavern. So the victims have all been seamen. That's what I said, man. Around here are getting awfully jumpy. Last man what went down's a captain. Nay, from the Merchant's Pride? Nay, I'd been a slaver once, but gave it up, you know. Too much blood in it for him. Some are squeamish about such things. No, some are squeamish about such. Too much blood in it for him. I don't know what. As he heads through town, Gunther sees a distant flash of skirt and hurries to catch up. Mrs. Tetelo, good day. Might I aid thee with those packages? Don't call me that. Eliza is my name. Do you want to get us both trouble? I am a slave. I'm sorry, Eliza. There are no slaves where I come from. I'm not familiar with the proper procedure. Forgive me. Oh yeah, he's from Germany. We are not in your homeland nor mine. If you own me, I would have to accept your attentions, since you do not leave me alone. Can we mix up in this game? Yeah, you don't have to check out the comic books, but I think it's cool. It will give us insight on what's going on and explain a lot of things about why Gabriel and Malia are so attracted. That night, Gunther cannot sleep. He struggles with an oppressive relentlessness and anxiety he cannot name. The light tapping at the door takes a moment to register. Was? Tetelo. Yes, I want you to tell me about it. About what? Your homeland. Yeah, certainly, please take a seat. Gunther finds himself telling the beautiful slave about his father, about their family role of Schattenjäger, Shadow Hunter, Destroyers of Evil, about the talisman that goes with the title. Yes, I can feel the totem's power and yours, like king. This is kind of important. I am tormented by the thoughts of thee, Tetelo. I want such things. A white man would not understand. It is called Zinzigi the Unbidden. When a man and woman are brought together by the universe, they have no choice. There is always a reason. A child must be born, a village saved. To fight it is living death. Yes, I can see that. You would not have come to me. I did not want to be like the others. Good. It is better that I chose for myself. You understand? Yes. This will be very challenging. I hope that the universe knows what it is doing. So, my love, do I. Several weeks later in the office of Mayor Crodwell, there is progress, the patterns, the rituals. My father has encountered it before. The magic is African. African? 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 How thou saying our slaves are responsible? I shall kill every nigger in the state, by God, insolent bastards. Was this before? Witch hunter, thou hast been in Charleston for 6 weeks. Yeah, this was before, sorry. Be calm, a massacre is not the answer. I am sure there are no more than 5 or 6 involved. Those covens work in secret. Art thou sure this is not simply an excuse for spending so much time in my slave quarters? The words now spoken hang between the two men. No, give me one more night. I have set a trap. By tomorrow, thou wilt have thy witch. It had better be so. The example we make of this coven shall never be forgotten. When I was young, I didn't understand that this was Caldwell speaking, and thought this was the narrator, which doesn't really make any sense. And then thou, Herr Ritter, come, go home. Since then, I've read more comic books. It's almost finished, guys. That same night. Oh, the sea. She is a terrible mistress. Oh, he's kind of... Okay. Hick, where are my men? Where are my... He fights the darkness to the throbbing of drums. The witch hunter thought of the perfect trap, and into it had fallen the one person he had least expected. Himself. So that was him? Oh. When consciousness returns, he finds it stranger than any dream. Dambala, quedour, aux couleurs, ou couleuvre moins. That's a little bit of French there. Ugun badagri, vinigidernus. Dambala, our great serpent god, come and aid your people. So she looks at the talisman. Agun badagri, vengeance is taken, your power recalled blood for blood, as your thirsty jaws demand. Okay, she's gonna kill the guy. As the dagger plunges toward him, Gunther calls on his master. Nein Gott! The talisman crackles with energy, and suddenly the witch sees the man beneath her. The lovers stares at each other in horror. Gunther, no, it cannot be thee! Before the two can recover, Gunther's men make their belated attack. God, take the witches! The men of the coven fight bravely, but surprise and numbers take their toll. A trap! They will kill thee, go now! Run, Tetelo! Run! In a horrified daze, Gunther watches his men capture the coven. Then, without a word, he slips away to confront the witch herself. I know now. I know you do not understand. I beg you, hear me speak. I am waiting. My father was not a chief, he was a black Bokor, shaman to the dark gods that gave our tribe power. There came a terrible drought, nothing my father did appease the gods. After many died, Ogun Badagri finally answered. He named the price of rain, me. My father thought he could trick Ogun Badagri. He transferred my soul temporarily into the body of another girl, and then he killed her. But Ogun Badagri was not fooled. Angry at my father's betrayal, Agun sent the white men. Our people fought hard and were slaughtered. Everyone still living was taken. Many more died on the voyage. But why kill those men now? What good can it do? Agun is willing to forgive, but to regain power our captors must die. Our humiliation be revenged. Revenged. Not avenged, not revenge. Revenged. Be revenged, okay. I cannot let thee continue. That's me talking, well, Ritter. I cannot forget. Of course you cannot. I have been living for the past, but since you came, I have seen the other paths for me together, you and I. Ah, I knew it was thee. I sought all this time, and thou let me love thee. Let you. I had no choice. How do you think I felt? I felt in love with my own hunter. This was destiny. You and I must make a new way. You and I must make a new way together. No, I do not know. I must go think. Gunther, do not betray me. Mayor Crodwell, all were captured, but the leader, a female, the witch hunter, must still be on her trail. God has delivered this murderous coven of Satan unto us. So he will the witch. Yes, but who brought this witch among us? Thou slave, speak thou her name. Thou speak, not yet, thy face is familiar. Looking into the coven members, this is long. Sorry if this takes long. People are still watching, I guess. Looks into the coven members' bloody, copper-colored face. The horrible realization comes to Crodwell. I know where to find her, and the witch hunter. Follow me. Meanwhile, alone in her cabin, Tetelo prepares a ritual circle, her tribe's Veve, and enters the spirit world. Father, I call you. Come speak with your daughter. Father, I have come to ask you. Please release me from my duty to the tribe, sorry. You would betray your own people. You did for love. Your life's only purpose is to pay for that mistake, not repeat it. Perhaps it is better to let the tribe go. This is a new land. There will be new people here. There is a way outside the dark gods. Who says that? Her? Okay. These white men will never give you anything unless you use the power. You must destroy this man that tempts you. His kind will only despise you in the end. No, I don't believe that. Daughter, I command you. With a quick motion, the veve is smeared. The contact is broken. No! Oh, Papa. In a clearing nearby, Gunther wrestles with demons of his own. God, give me an answer! The answer is not one he expected. Yes! His revulsion and fear are instant. His dagger in the air before he is conscious of the decision to throw it. Or sees clearly its destination. So he thought it was a snake, but it was... No! Yeah, it's kind of figurative. He kills this instead of the snake. Meta! Brother Ritter, finally, I find thee. They have found the witch. She was taken to the town square. They found who? Crodwell's slave woman, Eliza. She must have thought the devil would protect her, for she was still in her cabin. Never even tried to escape. Wait! Come to warn thee, Brother Ritter! Gunther reaches the town square, where the soft glow of firelight fills him with terror. Crodwell, stop! What is it, witch hunter? Or should I say, witch lover? What dost thou imply? I ask for a fair trial. That is all. This is murder. Oh, what is it called when town money is spent for a witch hunter and he protects the witch, lays her in utter blasphemy? Perhaps the good town folks would be interested in hearing the story. The crowd quiets and turns toward the two men, sensing a confrontation. Aye, but this? Well, are you still under the power of her seductive ways? No, I merely wish to question the witch, but if thou wishes to burn her secrets with her, then do so, and quickly. Gunther! The witch hunter pushes his way with pretended coldness to the edge of the angry crowd, but cannot make himself go further. Gunther. He watches, transfixed, as the flames grow higher, and Tetelo, abandoned once more, begs her whole gods for vengeance. Dambala, Ogun Badagri, hear your wicked daughter. I call upon you to revenge your people. Revenge again. It feels weird. You to revenge your people, destroy this town and all within it. Dambala, great serpent, strike! But the only reply is the taunts of the hate-filled mob. Speak, witch, speak, ha ha ha. The devils cannot save thee. Burn, devil's whore. Ah! Her agony and humiliation twist in Gunther's mind. She, the martyr, the crowd, the howling demons. It cannot go on. No! Tetelo, I empower thee! God forgive me! The power of the talisman and the power of the Tetelo's dark gods conjoin in terrible synergy. The heavens boil over bleed electricity and hurls their destruction with deadly accuracy. Everybody dies. That's essentially it. It doesn't really clearly say it, but that's it. At the saints and sinners, and hurls the destruction at the saints and sinners in the square below. Now my brothers. Tetelo's handful, freed from their bounds, attack. They are joined by Charleston's other slave, the old gods, fanning a spark they had forgotten was there. Dambala! Everybody kills everybody. A hate that had swallowed for too long. Mercy had been left in the fields of Africa and the hulls of stinking slave ships. And it is Charleston that will pay this night. Gunther sits in the eye of the storm, while some part of his brain hears the sound of the massacre. His eyes refuse to acknowledge it. He stares at the talisman in his hands as though focusing on a light. until even the light is polluted. Then he's burned by the talisman, drops it, and he can no longer deny. "Look at me," says Tetelo. He will not, he cannot. "Look at me. You betrayed me. I saved thee. Your guilt saved me. And this," grabs the talisman, "but you betrayed me. I could have loved you. I would have left everything. What have I done? You have made me my father's daughter. Goodbye, witch hunter." Oh, too intense. I need a break. I want Simon to tell me good stories. I get emotional with these kind of stuff. Is that weird? I need a break. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Okay, I'm back. I went to cry in a corner for about 5 minutes. But yeah, I didn't read that story since like about 20 years old. This is since about like 20 years ago. Yeah, because the first time I read it, I wasn't really into it, so that was good. I love graphic novels, like the combination of good storytelling with excellent illustration, the flow. Sometimes sometimes it can be weird, but when you get used to it, I'm a big fan of two that I have here. Is there's V for Vendetta, which is pretty good, but Watchmen, and then there's also I don't have it here, did I? Huh. I might have lent it to someone. I'll have to check that out, because I want that back. The Dark Knight, I think it's called. So, where were we? Yeah, I was about to read this and then I stopped. The journal, which is this.
Gabriel reads through the pages.
Which is essentially what I just
landmark.
read to you.
He reads of Gunter Ritter's journey to Charleston as witch hunter, hired by the townsmen to solve a series of ritualistic murders. He reads about Gunter's meeting with a beautiful slave woman, Tetelo, and of Gunter's tormenting urges for her.
Oh, bastard.
He reads of their physical union and passion, and of Gunter's investigations into the murders. The victims were all crew members on a certain slaving expedition to Africa, it seemed. The second to the last entry described Gunter's plan to set a trap for the coven committing the murders. He found the name of one of the surviving members of the crew, a man now living in the West Indies. Gunter has spread a false rumor that the man is returning to Charleston. He himself will impersonate a sailor and allow himself to
That's the
fall
information
into
we
the
missed,
hands
kind
of the
of.
coven. Naturally, Gunter has arranged for able-bodied assistants to follow and attack the coven before they can do him harm.
Halsey's son of a bitch, wasn't he?
Gabriel turns to the final entry of the journal.
Of the journal. Dear Father, I offer these final words as apology for the harm done to our sacred office. That's just after what I just read. The woman I wrote of, Tetelo, was the witch I sought. I have committed terrible crimes. I have loved this witch, then betrayed her, and then used our sacred family power to free her and aid her in destroying this colony. The talisman is gone. Tetelo took it. I can but pray for thy forgiveness, for thy swift recovery of the talisman, and that my punishment in hell will be long and hitter. Thy undeserving son, Gunter.
Oh,
yeah, so blah 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 blah. Okay. We can read about this.
Wolfgang's letter says,
Dear Gabriel, please read the enclosed journal carefully. It might help you understand your family's special obligations and our current predicament. God be with you, Uncle Wolfgang.
Dear old Uncle Wolfgang that I never met, don't know who he is.
the letter is written in It was sent from a place.
Yeah, it's the... Can you... There's a... I don't think you can. I'm sure I tried this before, but... There's a German dictionary here. No. But I think in the remastered version you can pick up that dictionary or use it for the puzzle of the three dragons. Sorry. Did we read this? I don't think so.
Times Picayune, dated June 22nd, 1993. Disgusted with the state of the voodoo murder case, Gabriel turns right to his horoscope. The shadow upon you is no longer reversible.
Like I said,
wonderful.
It's getting better and better. We'll now be able to call Mr. Wolfgang.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Oh. Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Damballa?
Ooh, no. Makes my skin crawl, though.
Does Ogun Badaikri mean anything to you?
No, sorry.
Do you...
Rada...
Could you...
Sure.
Could you research Rada drums for me?
Rada drums? Sure. I don't think we have any books on that topic in the shop, but I'll contact our suppliers. Assuming any of them will extend you any credit.
Tell them it's an emergency.
Uh-huh. I can see where a Rada drum book would be incredibly urgent. Anything else?
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
I think I could have asked that yesterday. I didn't think about it.
Do you...
Not person.
You...
Nope.
Yeah, I think we can only call him here once. Our uncle, so maybe I should wait to have more things to say. I think I have pretty much all the keywords. It's getting populated in that list. So let's just call him. Oh, did I ask for messages?
Do you have...
Nope.
At giant discount.
$4909 324.
No. I can't afford to call
Oh.
Germany again till I figure more of this out.
Okay. Okay. No problem.
You're listening to...
I've got some things I...
Okay, so he called us.
Hey, Hot Ridge, what's the good word? Hot Ridge? Ah! Oh, God, not again.
He's dead. Yep, he's dead.
Something about Hartridge's death mask reminds Gabriel of the way Crash checked out. Not a pretty ending.
No.
Something...
I don't think I can do
I'm not
touching the body.
Whatever Hartridge may have learned, he cannot share with Gabriel now. At least, not vocally.
Not vocally. Okay. I think we can check his paper.
These notes look interesting.
Lots of notes in this game. Ooh.
Hartridge's notes are scribbled on notepad paper. Hartridge's notes are scribbled on...
The Agri tribe, the People Republic of Benin, Damballa, Agun Badagri. Okay, that's of good information. This we knew. Republic of Benin, I think, is new. The Agri tribe, maybe. All good information. I think this is important for the case. Or I need to show it to Grace and she does some research or something. Okay, so maybe in the
There's
trash. No, I think that's it. Oh, Gabriel, everybody dies around you.
Before leaving the university, Gabriel notifies campus security about Hartridge's body.
Okay, we have a question to ask.
Why is it so dark in here? Dr. John? Hello? Uh-oh.
And we can die here. Oh. Let us die. Okay. I should have saved before.
Gabriel is currently bonding with the music.
I really don't want to be dead. Can we try that again?
Oh, is there a restart? Restart? Is that restart from the beginning? I think so. I think this restarts at the beginning. Oh yeah. I'm looking at my stuff. You have to do this.
You bastard. Good day, Mr. Knight.
That thing just tried to kill me.
He did? I am sorry. The museum is closed today, you see, and we were not expecting visitors. But if you will excuse me, Mr. Knight, I must go look for him. He is incredibly valuable.
You don't need to ask twice. I'm out of here. By the way, you might want to lock your door next time you're closed.
Not a bad idea. Goodbye, Mr. Knight.
Whew. This is a crazy start for a day. Let's go back to the bookshop. The good bookshop.
What happened to you?
Who, me? Nothing. Why?
Well, you're
nothing.
kind of a pale green color. Come here.
Pale green, you say? Charming.
What's that on your face?
I'm sure you'll tell me.
Looks like a sparkly or something.
A spark.
Got it.
I love it when you pick stuff off my face, Grace.
Well, excuse me.
Excuse me, princess. Oh, we need the tweezers. Because I think I can even look at it. The tray here.
There's something in the ashtray. The item in the ash.
Looks like the python left me a souvenir. Very interesting.
Yeah, do you know what this means?
Gabriel is carrying. Gabriel magnifies.
And that's from the the lake.
Gabriel magnifies the snake scale from the Voodoo Museum's python. It's hued with purples and greens. It matches the scale from Lake Pontchartrain. He places the two scales together.
Boom.
Gabriel magnifies the two iridescent scales are a
Ding ding
perfect
ding ding
match.
ding 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 ding. So, Dr. Jones.
This is the
Dr. Jones. It's Dr. John. Dr. John. Do I have something to tell her? Look at this! I found the thing!
Do you know any?
No.
I know who the pythons is. The python is from the... We'll need to talk to Mosley.
Good luck.
Before that, we'll go talk to our grandma just for completion. Snake, yes, snake indeed. I think this day will end pretty soon again.
Gabriel, my love, how nice to see you.
Like I said before, the first couple of days are a little longer.
Nice to see you too.
Make yourself at home.
And in a typical playthrough, the first day is the longest, and then all the other day go faster. Because there's a bunch of stuff you can do in the first day that I just kind of drawn out to day 2 and 3 because I wanted to. Can I show you stuff? I mean, maybe this thing?
Does this mean anything to you?
Son.
No. Maybe this letter.
Does this mean anything to you, Gran?
Is that from your uncle in Germany? I hope you like him, Gabriel. Perhaps one day I'll get to meet him.
Interesting. What about this?
Does this mean it?
No, dear.
Don't speak German. Oh, maybe I should show this to more people. And the snake. Definitely not this.
Can we talk? Do you know? Nothing, Gran, really.
Better not be. You know you're the only family I have left.
Oops, I shouldn't have skipped.
I know, Gran. It's okay. Do you?
I don't believe in such things, Gabriel. But if there is one, you stay away from it.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you know any?
Why, no, dear.
Never mind.
No, don't
Have you ever?
No, dear.
Does the name?
No, dear.
Do you?
No.
Do you know anyone?
I don't know what else to.
Already talked about it.
Tell me some.
Your granddad immigrated to him. He worked his way. Your father was my villain.
Do you?
I've told you all.
Okay.
Well, Gran.
Oh, let's talk to Mosley. Just talk to a couple of people.
Can I ask?
Whatever, man.
Can you?
What if?
Have you?
Dambala is an African legend about a great serpent. Folklore. That's all.
Have you?
Some old
Does?
don't talk.
Have you? Do you know?
What I know?
Yeah. There's nothing more to do with this guy. Even her. And this thing, is it different? Oh, I should have done this each day. I'm dumb.
Let me get these new marks down.
I think there's only two sets of marks. I never looked at it, can you believe it?
It's Gabriel's sketch. It's Gabriel.
You have to do this. Yeah, DJ, Conclave, Tonight, Bring, Fouet Cash. So there's no problem. The Moonbeam, the Moonbeam girl that translated us this. I thought there were problem with this, that a Fouet Cash doesn't exist and stuff like that. What is DJ? Dr. Joan, Conclave, Tonight, Bring, Fouet Cash. So it's a message to Dr. Jones, which comes here every day.
Gabriel.
the other one here,
Gabriel
Yes,
checks
okay.
the two messages for duplicate symbols and transfers the letters from the matches to the new message. He finds that he has the translation for all of the symbols, except for 3.
Okay, so if we look at this other one, now it says DJ keep eyes on Gabriel Knight, but do not arm. So we know a couple of, we know new letters now. This is M. This is, yeah, because we will have to write a message down eventually on this, but not right now. I just wanted to talk to him, but I just noticed this changed
I'm
a
sorry,
little bit.
but you need. Mind if I pick you?
Go ahead.
What about
Do you
this?
know? I don't know what.
No. What about this?
Does the name?
I don't know.
Nope.
Have you? I don't know what.
Nope. One, two.
No. Nope.
Hey, Fantastic Star. Hello, I found you through Retro Twitch. Well, great. I'll be more active I'm not that much on Discord, but if you stream retro games, I'm gonna drop onto your channel, that's for sure.
This is a new...
Do you know about the Gabriel Knights? I don't have anything to do there. No. Oh, yes, I do. I think I do. Or it's the next day. We'll check a look. Let's check a look. No, there's nothing. Come on. Cool. Old Star Wars games. Interested. I'm interested. What's your favorite old Star Wars game? I think I cannot go back here.
A sign on the front door of Magentia's home reads, attending a channeling seminar until August 1st.
And I can't go back
Posted
here.
on the door of the museum is a sign saying, closed today only. This time the door is actually locked.
Mosley, we need to talk. Mosley.
Hey. Knight, come on in.
Dark Forces, yes. Yes, Dark Forces.
I have to tell you, Bud, I'm pretty pissed off about
Not
this case
no to
being
Battlefront
closed.
2, but
you guys are making a
I-
big mistake.
I'm not any
Not that I
happier
never
about it
played,
than you
but-
are, Knight, but I got my own.
Not that I never played it, but I played it just a little bit. Yeah, but start with Dark Forces first. It's a series. You can start with Jedi Outcast if you want to, but I think you'll miss out on information and just.
Can I ask you
references.
about here?
Okay, a lot of stuff to talk about, but everything's done.
No, I mean Damballa.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Does the name Ogun Badakri mean anything to you?
Say what?
Ogun Badakri. It's a voodoo loa.
Speak English or shut up, Knight.
Sorry, I didn't mean to confuse you. Guess I'll take that as a no. Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
Not since...
He's like, Damballa, Agun Badagri, Schottenjäger, come on, dude. Crash's death, Archer's death. Yeah, we could have talked about this the same day, but no, this is next day. Yeah, there's nothing else. Everything else we talked about.
Do you know anything?
No.
They're these African drums, and they're being used all over the French Quarter to send messages for the voodoo cartel.
Yeah, right. When them drums announce a blue light special at OK Mart, let me know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's tell about the Crash.
Crash is dead.
What? What are you talking about? I let him go yesterday.
Yeah, and I watched him die yesterday at St. Louis Cathedral.
At the cathedral? Guess he was trying to get a last-minute A-train ticket, eh? Poor bastard.
I think you should go find the body at the morgue. He was killed by the voodoo cult. Crash said.
Crash said? Did he mention pink elephants, too?
Aren't you going to investigate?
Civilians. Did you actually see someone kill him?
No. Actually, I was with him when he died. Could have been poison, though.
Yeah, well, when they get the body in, they'll do a quick autopsy. Standard procedure. If it's anything other than an overdose, I'll get a report. But it won't happen. I know these guys. Lock them up overnight, and they tend to overdo it the next day.
Your professionalism is astonishing.
You're missing mystery. Oh, that's okay. You have the essential. Everything else that you don't need. You definitely don't need the mysteries of the Sith, which is kind of a cool game, but I don't think it's a required. Like, everybody should play Dark Forces. Everybody should play Dark Forces. And Jedi Knight 1 is an amazing game. For the time, it's still amazing, so you should play that too. And Jedi Outcast is still a good game. You should play that too. But Mysteries of the Sith is just an expansion to Dark Forces 2, to Jedi Knight. It's okay. I love Mara Jade, and I just think it's okay, so that tells you something. And I never played Jedi Academy, but I seen people play it, and it doesn't look like my thing. It looks like arena combat. I'm not into that really. I'm into like the story and the characters.
Do you know any?
I told
you're not. Drop it. Blah 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 blah. Cartridges.
There's been another
cartridges.
A professor at Tulane.
Oh, Christ, you're not gonna start this again.
Just listen. This guy's name is Hartridge. He was a professor in African Studies at Tulane. Yesterday, I went to see him about the voodoo murders case. He agreed to do some research for me. He calls me up this morning, tells me he's onto something big. And when I get over there, the guy's dead.
You know, you're really getting your ass in a sling over this thing, Knight.
It's not about me. Look, Hartridge's death looked just like Crash's. I'm telling you, they were both murdered. And by the same people who did the voodoo murders.
Did either Crash or this new guy have their hearts ripped out?
No.
Then there's nothing to link either to the voodoo murders, M.O. Besides that, the case is closed, Knight. If the coroner's report asks for a homicide investigation on either of these guys, fine. But it's not going to be related to the voodoo murders case unless we find damn good reason to do so.
But I'm the link to the voodoo murders case, don't you see?
Look, if I were you, I wouldn't repeat that to anyone. If I weren't an old friend of yours, I might take you seriously and lock you up. As it is, maybe you should start keeping your mouth shut.
Shut
Not involve other people with this shit. You think it's so dangerous.
Oh, speaking of Star Wars.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Fantastic Star. Speaking of Star Wars, this is played by Mark Hamill. Just so you know, so let's hear him again.
Have you ever called a hair club for men?
I'd rather have no hair than your hair, Knight.
Did you hear him?
So how'd you ever find anything in...
Hey, I get my job done. I'm a detective, not Betty Crocker.
Frickin' Mark Hamill, he's everywhere, that guy. But in the 80s,
well, I'll be late.
Or even 90s, when I was young, I'm an old man, it seems. So he was nowhere, and I was like, oh, I love Mark Hamill. And sometimes you would pick up a VHS of an obscure sci-fi movie at the rental store, and you would, oh, Mark Hamill, and you would watch the movie, and it was crap. It was always crap. Oh yeah, the voice acting in this game is great because this is voiced by Tim Curry. Gabriel Knight, the main protagonist, is voiced by Tim Curry, and Mosley is voiced by Mark Hamill. This guy here is voiced by Jim Cummings. I talked about him earlier, but he's a guy that voiced a lot of Disney stuff and cartoons from the 90s, the Saturday morning cartoons. Like if you would watch like 4 hours, maybe not 4, but 3 hours of Saturday morning cartoons, he was in all the freaking things. DuckTales and stuff. Yeah, you know him. Oh, you know about... Yes, I know about Mark Hamill and the animated series Joker. Mark Hamill is the best Joker. And the best Batman is also Conroy, the guy who voices Batman in the cartoons. And also in the Batman Arkham Asylum. I especially like the Batman Arkham Asylum, the first one. And the voice acting in that game is just... Everyone is just incredible. Kevin Conroy, yes. So let's save again. It's been a while. We might... No, we're not done. Whoa. We need to give that last bit of info to Mr. Mosley, and he might reopen the case. We're reopening the voodoo murder cases, because clearly what's happening here is the cartel has infiltrated the police, so that's why they said that there wasn't any voodoo links, that it was all bull crap, and that's why they're closing the case. And yeah, and they know about Gabriel. That's why there's somebody at his door looking at him, looking at his store all the time.
Can I ask you?
No. I need to give you this.
Take a look at these notes. They're from Professor Hartridge at Tulane University.
Yeah? And what about them?
They confirm that the pattern from the murders is of African origin.
Really? It's incredible, isn't it? Something like that showing up here?
It's been here for quite some time, so it seems.
I'm impressed. Okay, you've convinced me. The murders were done by a legitimate voodoo cult.
Excellent. Oh, can we reopen the case?
Can I ask you? How can I...
You still give me a lead on the call.
Oh, a lead, yes. That's it, we're done with the day, I think. Day 5 end. Another short day. It was long because of the comic. We need to give him this.
Mosley doesn't appear.
No. Huh. What? For this?
I took this tracing from a tattoo on Crash's chest. It's related to the underworld voodoo cult.
Yeah? What makes you think that?
It's what Crash said just before he died.
Well, he was probably hallucinating from the drugs he OD'd on. Probably got that in the Navy or something.
No, I'm sure it's related. It's a snake seed. And
even if it were a signal of some sort, that doesn't prove that the murders were done by a legit voodoo cult.
I'm not Not sure what I have to give him.
I have good. I would.
Gave him
Show
that. Gave
I
him
have
that.
I have that. I have that doesn't.
That doesn't prove anything.
I have that. I have the that.
You won't care about
I have
that.
that.
I have to give him an. Oh, this.
I have these 2 snake scales. One's from the crime scene at Lake Pontchartrain. The other's from a snake in the Voodoo Museum on Ursulines and Charters.
Ding,
Is
ding,
this
ding,
common? Do they all look alike? Not at all. They're both constrictor scales, and the coloring is the same. A python's coloring is quite individualistic. A python? That's right. Hardly an indigenous snake to Louisiana. Somehow, some way, the Voodoo Museum's python was at the scene of the Lake Pontchartrain murder. Well, I'd call that a lead, all right. It certainly suggests certain lines of inquiry at the museum. Not bad work, Knight. If we can tie them into this voodoo cult, we just might have something. Okay, I'll reopen the case. I hate to admit it, but you've done some pretty good detective work here, Knight. Well, you know what they say. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Well, point taken. Glad I could inspire you. I'll check around the department, but I have a feeling I'm on my own. In fact, I better lock up this office just in case I step on a few toes. Come on.
Oh, ease off. Next couple of days will be very interesting. This is where the game starts to. Well, it is. It's been a while. It's been interesting. The number
Now,
of deaths
lay
and all.
low and let me handle this. Yeah, fine.
Like the first couple of days, nothing really happens. Just talk to people, learn about voodoo. Everything's cool. Yeah, I guess this might be a better save for the end of the day. If this is the end of the day, I think so.
It's getting late. Gabriel decides to go home for the day.
Damn!
No sex tonight. That means dreams. So now you know what this is. By the way, these are so much better in this version than the anniversary edition. Yes, they're blocky, they're pixely, but damn, much better. The art, I love it. It's more animated also instead of just stills. I guess they didn't have any budget. They didn't have any budget. The anniversary edition, like 0 budget. Like the animation was outsourced, like in India or something, and I know because I kickstarted it. And then the night became as day. I glimpsed nature's reddest claw. The face of fear looked back at me as I gazed into the maw. Yeah, if you notice, the 2 days before We had sex with Malia, I guess, all night because we didn't have any dreams. Yes, there is a dead chicken in our bookstore, which is also our apartment.
What is it? What's wrong?
Gabriel?
I see it, Grace. Hold on. There's no one in the shop, and I know there's no one in back. It's okay.
Okay? Gabriel, that thing is still barely alive. How could someone do this?
With a knife, maybe?
God, don't even start. We should call the police.
No. I'll take care of it.
But Gabriel...
I said I'll take care of it. Why don't you go get some coffee? I'll have it all cleaned up before you get back.
Oh, they know where you live now.
It's been a while.
It's gonna be fine. Now go on.
Later.
Are you sure you don't want to go home? I could close the shop today.
No. I'd rather keep busy. I'll be fine. At least that creepy guy is gone. Oh. Not that they aren't still watching. Anyway, speaking of keeping busy, we got that book you ordered in this morning. The one on Rada drums.
Really? Great.
Day 6. Oh, somebody just passed.
Gabriel!
I see it. Stay back.
Stay back! Stay back! Everything's under control! I'm the man! Let me man take this.
Special did.
It's just an envelope.
I can see
Lots
that.
of things happening this morning. Yeah, before I get to the envelope, can you believe that I'm just sleeping right here? This is my apartment. Like I sleep just... Snoop. So they did this here. I was right there. It's not even a door. It's... Which brings me to a thing I wanted to talk about. So how this place works. Nowadays I'm like, oh, of course, it's the kind of thing that can happen when you don't have any money and you're like cool with a person, because they're really like almost brothers and sisters, these two. But when I was like 12, I was like, what the fuck's going on? Because this is a store. So okay, he lives there and the store's there. That's not really the problem. But I mean, she comes in, sets up the coffee, sets up the store, while he's still like snoring in the back room right there. And then he gets up, takes a shower, and she's like right... The freaking bathroom is right there. I mean, she can hear him taking a shit. I think he says something about that.
It's
I really got to get around to cleaning up in there.
Or like use...
I don't need to. I don't need...
Oh, it's when he opens this, she says to close the door. There's no door to the bathroom also. So she can smell it. And hear it. All the things. Okay, let's pick up the paper.
Times Gabriel finds an article about
St. John's Eve.
Eve. It discusses the day's Catholic roots and its adoption by voodoo devotees. In the early to mid-1800s, St. John's Eve was celebrated with elaborate voodoo gatherings at Lake Pontchartrain, Bayou Saint Jean, and other sites outside the city. These days, the day is commemorated commercially in some of the local shops, and a few churches still hold a St. John's Eve Mass. Despite his better judgment, Gabriel reads his horoscope. Today you will either die or your life will change forever.
Yep,
Sure,
this is the
why
turning
not?
point.
It is St. John's Eve. They'll be out tonight for sure. But where?
Yeah, so this is the crucial thing you need to understand is that he wants to get there. He wants to know where. We need to know where that thing will happen, and we need everything to get into that place, which means the bracelet, mask. This will be a tattoo. Well, not a real tattoo, but I think we can even maybe show her.
Will you do me a favor?
What?
Use your paints to copy this snake tattoo onto my chest.
Now, why on earth would you want me to do that?
It would be a good way for us to get closer. I'm going to get a party tonight custom, you know. It's a good luck snake. It wards off evil. It would be a good way for us to get closer.
It will be a good way for us to get closer.
Really? Well, no.
Really? She really looked interested in that. We'll do that at the end of the... Well, nah, let's do this right now. I mean, I'm here. I'm asking about it.
Come on, Greg.
Then give me a good...
I can't tell you, Grace. It's a secret research thing.
I see. Well, I'd like to help you, but I'm not allowed to do snake tattoos. It's a secret artist thing.
It wards off evil. It's a good luck snake.
Yeah, well, about that tattoo job, good luck finding someone else to do it.
I'm going to a party tonight. Costume, you know.
You don't say. I guess you're going with Maya.
Yeah, that's right.
And why should I help you out? We don't even like Maya.
I know you feel inferior to Malia, but, you know, get over it. Well, if you're jealous about my feelings for her, all the world loves lovers, don't they?
I know you feel inferior to Malia, but, you know, get over it.
Your persuasive power is astonishing, but I'd hate to use my inferior painting skills on your manly chest and ruin it for her. No.
Well, if you're jealous about my feelings for her...
You know that's not it. I just think, as your friend, that she's trouble.
It's perfectly understandable. I know you have certain feelings for me. Quite naturally.
Me? I would rather be hung by my hair over a bed of scorpions.
I know it must be hard having it in your face like this. No chance to avoid hearing about it, seeing it day by day.
Fine, I'll do it. Just shut up. Can we at least go in the back?
Sure, but... could you say that one more time and pout your lips more?
Ugh.
Like, these exchange here in the anniversary edition are not good, to say the least.
Alright, let's go. The shirt, please.
You don't know how long I've been waiting for this moment.
Oh,
now. Hold still.
Maybe you'd like to tie me up?
One more remark, and I'm leaving.
Okay, okay.
I want a Gabriel Knight movie.
It's just stunning.
Sorry I couldn't make it last longer.
Well, it was about what I expected from you.
Speaking of, when I was young, I definitely saw this as a movie. I was like, they must make a movie of this. They must. They must. But no, it never, it never came to be, and it never will. Pretty sure. So we might be able to call Germany now. Oops.
You're listening to
4909-324.
No, I can't afford.
Okay. read the letter from...
The envelope is unmarked. Gabriel opens the envelope and finds a note from Mosley and a small brass key.
Key from Mosley.
The key has property of the New Orleans Police Department stamped on it. Right. Not anymore.
Did you just remove it?
Mosley's note.
Gabe, I have to go underground with this thing. It runs wide and deep throughout the department and the city board. I'm already being watched. It was suggested I take vacation time, so I am. At least as far as they know. Try to keep out of this. It's too hot for a rookie. Just in case, I'm sending you my office key. You might find some useful things there. P.S. I think this note will look great in the book, don't you? Make sure you save it.
The note is signed. Detective Mosley.
Oh yeah, this note is great. Stay out of it. Here's a key to my office. You'll find some interesting stuff. Yes, I will find some interesting stuff.
Gabriel?
Did I check that? Yeah, it said to this will be I will die.
Despite
I will die. That's it.
This
we now
is
have one new book. Yes, this. Summon, warn, engage, request, inquire, announce.
The book contains several pages of rod.
Okay.
Are you gonna be okay?
I'll be just fine. Just fix this, okay?
I'm trying, Gracie.
I'm trying. Can't go
A
there.
sign on the front door of
Let's go talk to Mr. Dr. Jones.
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
Clearly you tried to kill me yesterday. What the fuck's your problem? I'm gonna kill you.
Do you know...
You mean for St. John's Eve?
Oh.
Mr. Knight, I know of nothing that you would find
What did he say? I'm happy to have said right now. What?
Do you know of anything interesting going on this evening?
You mean for St. John's Eve? Mr. Knight, I know of nothing that you would find amusing.
Do you know of it?
Oh, that's interesting that he says that. Huh.
Could I ask?
Of course.
You do? What about the secret voodoo elf?
Do you know anything about it?
Don't be ridiculous, Mr. Knight. The voodoo churches in the city.
I think we talked about this. Not this.
Have you ever heard of...
Of course. It is one of the lore.
What?
Damballa is a snake lore. It originated in Africa and is also worshipped heavily in Haiti, I believe.
Do you worship Damballa?
Mr. Knight, in voodoo, all of the lore are given their due respect.
What else could you do?
I am of...
Are you sure you don't...
I am afraid...
Oh, we talked about this. Okay, we did.
You really don't know it.
There are some against the wall,
but you don't know anything about a drum code?
I do not.
We already know about that code, so we don't kill it this time.
Are you...
I think that's it.
I'll be gone.
Come.
Let's go to the police. Pick up that stuff. Oh, I can just walk right in, right? Yep.
You got no business back there now. Move along.
Sorry.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, we need to do something here. I do remember well. We'll talk about something.
Got a sec.
Let's talk about this.
Do you know Hound 4?
Sounds like someone's pulling your leg on.
Do you know
I told you.
Have you ever...
No.
Does...
Hell no.
Do
you keep wanting me to know about this voodoo stuff, don't you? What, do I look like someone who dances around in a loincloth to you?
Have you...
No. What is it?
Do you know...
I like Lawrence Welk myself.
I'm here to see...
We don't have a, Detective Mosley here.
What? I've seen him all week.
Listen to what I'm saying. We don't have a Detective Mosley on the force.
What's going on?
I told you, there's no Mosley here. Now...
Okay. So we need to get in his office. Let's go here. So is this the same?
Gabriel already...
Huh? Maybe it's tomorrow. Come on. Yeah, I can make it. Ah. I keep going out of the frame. Come on. To get to the police station, I need to go to Jackson Square. We'll see if Mr. Crash is still there. No.
It looks like someone found and moved Crash's body.
Oh. Someone found and moved Crash's body. That's weird. I think it's still there. Is that painter still there? No. Oh, we can listen to this. No, why it says it stays like that. Looks like an old bug.
This is the...
This guy.
Gabriel listens carefully
He's
to
just
the
standing
drums
there.
and opens his radar book to try.
Okay. Okay. So messages start with M. So this here. So it's like this, then this. So this. Call conclave. Call conclave. Then we have there's other pages, yes. Isn't there? Yeah. Call conclave and then tonight. Of course it's tonight. And then I know it's the swamp, so it's right here. This here. There's a bunch of nothing in between stuff, but it's this.
If Gabriel's translation of the drum code is correct, there'll be a conclave tonight in the swamp. That must be the bayou.
The bayou. Erase phrase. Exit. It's kind of a cool little puzzle, but it's a little too easy. Okay. Another thing I need to do here, though. To talk to you. It's just quite funny.
The beignet vendor.
Oh.
Excuse me? Yeah?
Say, haven't I seen you before?
I get around the French Quarter. Used to be at Royal and Conti.
You say you used to be at Royale and Conti?
That's right.
Why'd you leave Royal?
Well, the guy who used to be here, the lucky dog guy, he was my cousin Ralph. He went off to college, see, and this spot came open. I thought Jackson Square'd be a better gig, you know? Tourists and all.
Is it?
Well, no, actually.
Why don't you go back there?
Do you think? I've been kind of torn. Must be the weather. These thick clouds we've had all week. I'm just not seeing the crowds here that I expected.
I definitely think you should go back to Royal and Conti.
Really? I'm glad you think so. I always liked that beat, but I thought I ought to give this a shot.
Oh, absolutely. The grass is always greener.
Exactly. You're right. I'm going back over there today.
Today? That's it. That's it. Now we go back to the police station.
Hey, it's a beignet guy. He's back.
He's back.
Where?
Remember day one? Should have made a bigger deal of this guy. Day one, day two, maybe, because he's just there day one. And since this is one of the first place we're gonna go in day one, then you're gonna do a bunch of puzzle, then get stuck in day 2 or something.
Grab me 3 or 4,
and
will
then
ya?
in day 6
Forget
you
it,
have to
I'm broke.
remember. You don't have to remember, but
You stay put. I'll be back in a minute.
yay! Now we can go. Use that key. I think. Or it's for a drawer? No. Okay.
Mosley's desk has more grunt.
So we checked everything here. I looked at everything. Let's pick
Gabriel.
up. We can't pick up anything.
That doesn't work. Gabriel cannot see a way to use that.
He can't find a way to use a computer.
That doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way.
Gabriel can.
Can you push the computer?
Gabriel would prefer to touch his.
Okay, so what you have to do is open this.
Not me. I've seen
this. Some of these. Wow. Okay, let's listen to this again. This is clearly somebody doing that in the mic. I'm pretty sure I've heard that sound in the King Quest game also. It might be a joke or some kind of Easter egg.
There's a
tracking device.
This tracker might come in handy.
Yes.
The drawer is empty. The drawer is empty.
Is empty.
Hey, get out of there, you.
What? Eh?
Sorry.
Me?
Just
What?
looking for a restroom.
Okay, yeah, we can now go to the Bayou St. John. So this is it. We have everything we need. So let's just find this place. Oh, I love this music here. Yeah, I love this.
Gabriel can hear the sound.
Oh shit. Shit.
A cool sweat missed Gabriel's forehead.
Where is he again? Can I even come back?
This looks familiar. Damn.
Something in the bayou air is confusing Gabriel's sense of direction. He could use some less susceptible assistance.
Yes, what we need is a tracking device.
It's a signal device.
Yeah, these are two signals.
This device is called a tracker. Gabriel remembers a time when he and Mosley used it illegally with a couple of babes. This device, it operates as follows.
Oh.
The signal device attaches to an object, such as a car. The signal device emits a signal that appears on the tracker, LED, allowing the object to be tracked.
LED. Remember, kids. LED. What I need to do right now is go here.
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could read.
Tracker. So we can open this. And we can also put the tracker in there.
Gabriel slips the signal device into the Seke module.
Can I assist you, Mr. Knight?
No, just looking.
Now, if only they take the coffin to the ritual.
Exactly.
I hate to rush you, Mr. Knight, but I am afraid I must close the museum early this evening. This is St. John's Eve, and it's getting on towards dusk. I have things I must do.
I see. No problem. I'll just
leave. Goodbye, Mr. Knight. May the spirits guard you well tonight.
The not this line here, but the line just before that John said, Dr. John said, that wasn't the same voice actor. I think they had to maybe redub some of the lines, because once also when we were talking to him about voodoo stuff, there was one paragraph that was read with something weird. The voice didn't really look the same. Kind of. It was a good impersonation, I guess. Okay. So this is the puzzle that I was not able to go through. I was not able to go through this puzzle. I was completely stuck. So my cousin was at my house and I showed him the game and I showed him where I was stuck, and he was like, that looked nice, and I didn't know. I knew that I had to write something here, I just didn't know what. and it was more simple than I first thought. Because we need him to bring the Seke Madule. But there's one. Well, if I just use this here.
Gabriel should at least wait until the watch.
Okay. So I was completely stuck, didn't know what to write there. So it was like, there's hint books that exist and stuff like that, and I'm like, yeah. Well, let's go to the store and see if there's the hint books for this. And I was like, well, we could go check, but back in the day, it's not like you're gonna go to the store and every hint books to every game's gonna be there. Chances are,
I think I'll leave a message of my own.
But it was there, and he bought it for me. But he still has it. I don't have it. I think he has it. He kept it. But with that, we could finally. So yeah, we can switch between the two messages, which is kind of nice. I like how they did this. So DJ Conclave tonight bring. So you have to literally just do this, but bring. They just do this. DJ Conclave tonight bring Seke this is M, you need that ma you do only the Y that you don't need. L E, I think that's it.
Sensing that his message isn't quite right, Gabriel.
What? I might have not written the Seke Madule the right way. How was it written? I have it here. If I go to the lecture.
Voodoo is the word. All some of the spirit in the African now. In voodoo, during a person's navel, tribe voodoo temple in a voodoo house, the ritual circle is prepared with during ritual, the use of totems, ritual objects, the ritual knife, the ritual whip, and the ritual coffin, or Seke.
The Y. Oh shit. And he just he raised everything. Great, thanks. I never would have thought that it's so simple. Just almost recopy the other thing. Bring say okay. Not do relay.
Pleased with his message, Gabriel tosses the breakdown. Now, if only DJ reads it in time.
I was afraid that it wasn't there. I was like, is that really it? Maybe I have to. I was nervous for a little while. So yeah, DJ. It doesn't even still doesn't say to the player that we're talking about Dr. Jones here, in case you didn't find that out by yourself. So now we can go back to the Bayou St. John. And you'll see that for the rest of the game, until the last part of the game, it's not an art game. The rest of the game is pretty smooth sailing till we get to the very, very end, which is very nice. So right here, what you do is you just use this, I think, on him.
Gabriel pulls out the tracking device, hoping that the Shaky Module
Shaky?
made it to the ritual and that this thing will work.
All right. There's a blip. They must be here with the Seike Module.
Okay, I don't think I'll do this tonight. It's getting late, and unfortunately, it's a great scene, but we'll have to wait till the next session for that. So, end session 3. So my estimate is, I thought at first I thought it would be 3 sessions, and then when I finished the first session, I was like, oh no, it's gonna be 4. But now I'm thinking it's gonna be 5, because next session I'm gonna get far, but I don't think we'll be able to finish it next time. There's still some cool stuff to do, but yeah, we'll see more than New Orleans. That's all I'm gonna say. We'll move outside of New Orleans soon. Yeah, tomorrow will be more Command & Conquer, and you can expect more Gabriel Night Thursday. I stream every day 8 PM Eastern Time. You can follow me on Twitter, on Twitch, of course, and Discord also. All the links should be below. The schedule is there also. Schedule's pretty much always updated, so you can see what I'm gonna play this week. And we are going to raid eh? Wow, that's weird. Wow, Twitch is gone. Have a good night. Sorry I've been no problem. Thanks for the lurks and the just for being there. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Twitch now. I don't know, we might have to forego the raid tonight. It says Arrow 503 backend unavailable, connection timeout. Looks bad. Yeah, fuck it. Can't do anything about this right now. Well, yeah. Sorry. That's it for tonight, guys. Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to have fun. Peace.